Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive, and it's time now for us to take your queries on Autoselector. Our motoring agony aunt, Sirish Chandran, joins us as always. Hi Sirish, our first question comes into us from Lloyd D'Souza. Lloyd writes it from Mysore. He's got a budget of 25 lakh rupees and wants to buy himself an SUV. Now his diesel options are the Chevrolet Captiva Automatic, the Nissan X-Trail and the Ford Endeavour Automatic. On the petrol side, he's selected the Suzuki Grand Vitara and the Mitsubishi Outlander. He wants to know which one to pick and whether there are any other launches that he should wait for.
Well, if I was in the market for an SUV in that segment, I would pick the Outlander. Now, the only obvious drawback to the Outlander is that it has a petrol engine. So, obviously, compared to the diesels, the running costs will be higher. But that petrol engine is powerful, it's very refined, and the Outlander itself is a very, very good SUV. It handles very well, the ride quality is very good. It does not have low ratios, so you won't be able to do hardcore off-roading. But for most off-roading that we do, the four-wheel drive is more than adequate. And I think the interiors of the Outlander are really special. It makes you feel good. So if I were to choose, I would choose the Outlander. But if you're looking for something with a diesel engine and an automatic gearbox, then the Captiva Automatic might make sense. Plus, it has a third row of seats, which the Outlander does not have. So you can obviously take more in comfort. And with diesel engine, running costs will be lower. So it'll be a toss-up between the Outlander and the Captiva.
Okay, our next question comes into us from Coimbatore. Praveen writes in saying he's interested in buying himself the Punto 90 BHP, but he's worried about the service and quality. He likes the Punto because of its diesel engine, its looks. He drives between 75 to 100 kilometers a day with long drives of at least 500 kilometers every weekend. His priorities are good driving comfort, good suspension and a smooth engine. Is the Punto the best bet for him, Sirish?
Well, see, I don't think you should be worried about servicing the car because all Fiat cars are serviced at Tata Fiat dealerships and they are all over the place. Plus, that diesel engine is the same as the diesel engine in all Tata and Fiat cars, apart from that VGT turbo. And plus, the Manza has the same VGT turbo engine. So, spare parts will be available at all dealerships. So, I don't think you should be worried about getting the car serviced anywhere. As for reliability and quality, well, Fiat cars are still not up there with, say, Maruti Suzuki. So that's a slight issue, but it's not like the old days where cars used to break down and all that. It's not like that anymore. It's just a slight quality issues like panel gaps don't really match perfectly. Panel gaps are too wide, but that's about it. It's a small little minor detail, and I don't think most people will even notice that. But if you're looking for a car which is like really comfortable to drive over long distances, for me personally, with my height and build, the front seats of the Punto aren't very comfortable. They somehow dig into my back and I don't find the driving position very comfortable. I would suggest the Swift. Now, I know the Swift has been around for very long and everybody has a Swift, but the Swift is still spot on. It gives you great driving enjoyment. The seats, the driving position is perfect, and the diesel engine is still, even though it's not a 90 horsepower engine, it's much lower than the Grande Punto, it will still give the Grande Punto a run for its money. So the Swift diesel, that would be my pick.
Well, our next question is a scooter shootout. Abhishek wants to buy a scooter. His choices are the TVS Wego and the Honda Aviator. Which one should he pick?
Well, personally speaking, I would go for the Aviator because it is a larger scooter. The Wego is slightly cramped for me. I don't feel really comfortable on it. But the Wego has a much better engine. It's much quicker. Though the Honda, obviously the engine is refined, it's smooth. It gives better mileage than the TVS engine. It's got a larger underseat storage space. I personally prefer the looks also of the Aviator. So if I was looking at a scooter over there, I would look at the Aviator.
Our final question this week comes into us from Nish Patwa. He writes it from Ahmedabad. He's looking to buy a small car. He's confused between the Alto and the Tata Indica Zeta. Mileage is his first priority, and he also wants to know if Maruti has plans to launch a CNG variant of the Alto.
Well, if mileage is a priority, then definitely the Alto. Now, the Alto, you can get it with the old 800cc 3-cylinder engine, and very soon it will be available with the new 3-cylinder K-series engine. And both the engines really are very good on mileage, very good on performance also. So mileage, the Alto definitely. If you're looking for something with more space inside, then look at the Indica Zeta. But otherwise, Alto.
Well, that wraps up Autoselector for this week. Do remember to keep sending us your queries. Helpdesk@overdrive.co.in. That is our email address.